Vegas is finally starting to open up, thank God. We got 16 days till our Vegas trip, so I'm on my Vegas app, picking out my 3 free comps. Alright, of course I'm going to get some food. Wait a second, they have the buy one get one free monorail passes. So I'm looking at it, I'm like, alright, that's a good deal, you know. Then I'm thinking, wait a second, is the monorail even open? In this episode of Vegas News with JT, we are going to go over public transportation post-COVID-19. As you know, one of the things that always plagues us when we go to Las Vegas is transportation. A lot of the casinos look a lot closer than they are. It's past 100 degrees most of the time when I go to Las Vegas. So a lot of times you're not going to walk 18 miles there and back to the place. So I try to find cheaper routes of transportation, and my absolute favorite, if you're staying on the Strip, is the monorail. Well, bad news, y'all. Monorail has not been opened yet. In this episode, we are going to go over what public transportation is open, what's going to save you the most money on your Las Vegas trip. If you're new to my channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We do a lot of Vegas talk, Vegas news, and Vegas tips on this channel, along with our transition from moving from Wyoming to Las Vegas in the next couple months. You're not going to want to miss this journey. But since we're talking about monorail right now, let's go ahead and talk on monorail first. I actually reached out to Monorail to see exactly when they are opening up. So I've been doing a little bit of research. I have not heard back yet from Monorail themselves. But I did see on Vegas.com that you can actually book your monorail passes starting July 1st. I don't know if that's a sign. I don't know if it's coincidence or not, but I'm thinking July 1st you're going to be able to book your monorail. They should get some people on there. To be honest, the monorail isn't really that packed. I've never really been on there where it's that packed where, you know, there's people standing everywhere that it's going to cause a problem with the virus and everything like that. So let's keep our fingers crossed that July 1st, because my trip is June 28th through July 5th. So hopefully at least half of my trip I can utilize the monorail. If you go on My Vegas Slots, you can get a 4-day pass, buy one, get one free. I think it's 15,000 loyalty points, give or take, somewhere around there. So it's not too bad. It saves you a lot of money. $36 for the pass, so you get 2 for $36, and you can ride it as much as you want within that 24-hour period each day. So that's the monorail, and we're going to get into the other forms of public transportation on your Vegas trip next. Next, of course, is cab services, Uber or Lyft. Well, let me tell you something. The first time I ever rode a cab in Las Vegas, a fire truck was coming down Las Vegas Boulevard. Well, we kind of had to pull over. You can't really pull over much because it's just jam-packed traffic. And I didn't realize that the meter continues to run even when you're stopped. A lot of places, cab services like where I live, as soon as you stop, the meter stops running. Nope, it keeps running and running and running. So I kid you not, I'll take the same route, same place, and it'll be different prices every time. I think a ride from MGM to Treasure Island was about $18, $19 on that trip for one way. If you continue to take the cab service, it is going to kill your budget for Las Vegas. So I do suggest Uber or Lyft. Personally, I go through Lyft myself. Uber seems like it's a little more expensive than Lyft, although some people will argue about that it's about the same price. But my go-to is Lyft, and I can literally get across the Vegas Strip in $8, $9 max, plus a couple dollar tip depending on how good they do. But I kid you not, do not tell them that you are not from the city. I know a lot of people will get in the cab and be like, oh, you know, I'm new here, never been to Las Vegas. They will take the longest route possible on the cabs. Sometimes the Lyft will try to pull that on you, but they usually don't. They're usually pretty straightforward people when it comes to taking locals around, because obviously they're going to get a tip if they do a good job and they give you the shortest route. But I do suggest Lyft when it comes to Uber, cab, or Lyft. Of course, the next form of transportation is your Chevrolegs. It's kind of an inside joke, a funny joke that we used to say back in the day. We used to call them shiver legs, your legs when you walk or whatever. But let me give you some tips if you do decide to walk and you're ambitious and you're like, you know what, I need to walk. I'm going to walk off some of the meal I just ate earlier. Make sure you are drinking a lot of water. Try to dip inside a couple casinos on the way to your destination. Get a little AC on you. Get a little water in you if you do decide to walk. I do walk a lot when I'm in Las Vegas. Me and my mom both do walk a lot. But we do make sure we are hydrated. It is a good idea to carry an extra bottle of water in your backpack, or I wear the cargo shorts in my shorts or whatnot, because sometimes you start drinking them beers and you know it's flowing, everything's good, and next thing you know you get heat stroke and it really screws up your Vegas trip. So if you do decide to walk, make sure you're definitely hydrated. You dip in the casinos quite often, get a little AC on you on your way to your destination. Another way, and probably the last way of transportation, unless you rent a car or not, and I don't know a lot of people that do rent cars. I guess there is some that rent cars when you go to Las Vegas, but a lot of times you're drinking, you don't want to be drinking and driving, so you do have to hit up the public transportation. Next up is the city bus, the Deuce they call it, and I'm going to give you a little bit of pricing of the Deuce bus. It seems to be running regular schedule. I think it's half capacity, I'm pretty sure, post-COVID or whatever. I don't think they're going to jam them full like they usually do. But if you get a one-way pass, it's going to be $2. Unless you're over 62, it's going to be $1. If you get a 2-hour pass, it's going to be $6. For a whole 24-hour pass, which you can ride it as much the whole 24 hours, is $8. And the go-to way is a 3-day all-access pass, $20. I've rode on the bus a bunch back in the day. It's not the cleanest way of transportation, but it definitely will save you a lot of money, especially if you plan on going downtown quite frequently and whatnot. But and you want to hit up some restaurants that are off the strip. But the last transportation, obviously, other than renting a car, is going to be the Deuce, the city bus. Definitely look at the schedule to make sure that they're not going at different times or whatever due post-COVID-19 situation, but it does look here on their website that they're still running schedule, that they're going to run 50% capacity, and the pricing's not that bad. So if you're on a budget for transportation and you don't want to walk, definitely look into doing the city bus. So there you have it. Public transportation post-COVID-19 in Las Vegas. A little bit of Vegas news along with Vegas tips that I've occurred during my trips in the past. But definitely leave a comment down below. What's your go-to transportation? If you know anything that I don't know about, maybe the monorail opening up a different time that I mentioned before, or the schedule of the bus or anything like that. I appreciate everybody that's watching my videos. Stay tuned for this amazing Vegas trip. I'm going to be there 7 days, staying at Treasure Island. I might do some giveaways, so if you do spot me in Las Vegas, I'll probably hook you up with an Embrace the Hate sticker or something cool. Come say hi, say what's up to me and Mom. I know everybody loves my mom. She's an amazing person. And guys, I'm starting a new channel very soon. It's called Sin City Food Reviews. Me and my mom are going to review all kinds of Las Vegas food once we move to Las Vegas in August or September. Stay tuned for all that. Make sure you are subscribed with the little bell clicked for notifications so you're notified first when I release a new Vegas video. My vlogs are going to be off the chain. Much love to everybody out there. I salute to each and every one of you. Watch out for Life Crusher Apparel coming this fall, my brand new clothing company. Check out some of my merch if you have not got any of the merch. 15% off with code SUMMER15. Appreciate everybody. Love each and every one of you guys very much. Stay positive in life. Be a positive person. Love everybody. And we will see you for the next one later.